Hey, by Swayze, welcome. How you doing? What's up, Marshall? Doing good. How about you? Still shiny hunting a Bulba, almost at 500 resets. I'm at 350 myself. Hello there indeed, Zara, or oh, we hope it'll be a good Sunday stream, Eric's. I think we're just about ready to start here. Okay, let's get it going. All right. Do I have clean glasses? That's the better question here. We might be good to go. Good enough. Maybe. By Swayze, wouldn't be a good stream unless I, had to get up for something or another. If I didn't have to, just wouldn't be right. I think I was after just Kangaskhan and Tauros, which means I might want this other tab I had opened up yesterday open. There we go. Okay, Area 3 has the Venomoth. And Area 4 has the Tauros. And Area 2 has the Kangaskhan. We'll go Kangas first. Mainly because I want to verify if I need another Dratini before I go for it. Hoping to get it before 750 attempts. Highly unlikely, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. In other news, I'm fantastic at catching these Nidorans that I don't need. I would also take a Nidorina. Shiny Mudkip took almost 3k on Omega. Oh, easily. At this point, I'm kind of hoping I don't find Shiny Bulbasaur while I'm streaming this other stuff. Just because I would prefer to have a Shiny Bulba hunt be more at the forefront than what I'm doing now. I would love to have it be the main thing. Your wife said, "Why aren't you playing the game and still in the same area?" I said, This is the game. It's the whole game. Briefcase Simulator. Oak's Table Simulator. Hey, there's my Kangaskhan. Ooh, it's even a female. Not that that's gonna help us any in anything. Hey, Akon, welcome. Gosh dang it, if I could quit using these, it would be amazing. Before you took your break, you completed Professor Oak's challenge on Sapphire. Metagross was annoying to finish. Yeah, its eggs take so long to generate and hatch. Why am I catching a random male Paris? Hey, another Kangaskhan already? I'll take it. Ooh, that's devastating. Also, it has been confirmed about Ho-Oh, Deoxys, and Lugia Very nice. I wanted to try to get to the end of the game so I could confirm that with a video, because I feel like that would be a really good video to do for the channel, but I was in the middle of this Professor Oak's challenge, if you will, more or less. I mean, I'm not making them so I have to evolve them before I go to the next gym, but basically catch them all before I progress out of the area. So it's kind of like a Professor Oak's challenge, but not really. Definitely not the Living Dex challenge I still am doing for the original Red and Blue. Hayden, welcome. After you beat the game, the key items just show up. That's what I've heard. You were just about to ask if I was planning on doing that? Moondrop, welcome. You're tied between two things to do. Well, I actually caught a Pokemon I needed this time. I'm having a great day myself, Hayden. You as well? You think you're going for a different team this go around? You really want to use Primate and Jinx or Mr. Mime? I had a Mankey on my team for a little bit. Should you do a Pokemon Heart and Soul random Nuzlocke with a theme being FNAF characters, or Radical Red, but the theme is Poppy Playtime characters? I'm going to go with the FNAF option because I actually know what that is. You're going to hunt for Eevee as well. I stupidly grabbed my Eevee, but there will be the Leaf Green Shiny Only run where I could attempt it. Because I'm choosing Ivysaur, so there's a good chance that I'll need a water Pokemon. So I'm going to do Bulbasaur for the starter. Ooh, Kangaskhan. Marreat, hands down. No questions asked. Marreat. Dang it. That was a good run for that Kangaskhan though. The Evos are randomized. It's pretty crazy. Let's free up a little bit of my bandwidth there. With these releases, do I think Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are next? I absolutely think that they will do that. They will have like a full-on freaking riot if they don't make Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire available, because like, where's the tech? It's no different. The only thing that would be different is that Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire utilize a time clock, whereas these games don't really. For day-night cycle. Okay, I just need to remember basically 2, 3, and 4. Okay. I think that's everything that I can shut down on my computer to make this work smoother. So much money to be made. Also, Mew Ticket would be available if they do it like these games. Yes. And I called it before. Like, I was thinking that they were going to give this the crystal treatment. allowing permanent access for shiny hunting each playthrough. You know what to name your rival? Is it Ligma? But yeah, Pokemon Company would make so much freaking money just releasing those games again. Like, people could be upset that they released these. I don't get it. And one of the videos that I intend to do on the channel is kind of a discussion of why. And I want to see if I can get some input from some other content creators. As far as, like, Pokemon doesn't have crossovers or collaborations. And I don't want it to be a defense of Pokemon or a defense of Nintendo video, but that's kind of what it might be seen as. But I do want to get some varying opinions, or, you know, at least varying voices behind it. I have a rough thought of it, but basically the gist is, why should Fire Red and Leaf Green be cheaper now? With the argument being, I don't think it should. Just because it's on an older console. Like, back in the day, we paid $35 plus tax for this game on our Game Boy Advance, right? We had an experience. We enjoyed the game, we loved it, we played it for hours and hours and hours, we got our $35 out of it and then some. It was an experience, it was priced at $35. The experience hasn't changed. In the 20 years since this game came out, the experience has not changed. You can approach it with a degree of nostalgia. The fact that you've played it before might make it cost less to you. But realistically, the experience is still worth $35. Compared to the crap that we're getting now for any video game franchise, really. Why should it be less? And now that's not me saying that I want them to charge more for it, but they easily could have priced this at $40 and still sold it. Like, why? Because it's 20 years old and they've already made money on the sale and they didn't have to put more work into it. Why does that make the experience MSRP go down? The only thing that makes MSRP goes down is supply and demand. And, like, yeah, maybe manufacturing costs could have a hand in that, but it's just a way for them to make money. If you don't want the game, don't pay it. But that doesn't mean it needs to be priced lower. That just means it's not priced low enough for you. It's still worth the experience. Still worth the same money. Hey, Shauna, welcome. I had turned this Twitch stream off because nobody was there, and it was making my computer lag out a little bit. Since turning it off, my computer's processing things a little bit easier. But now that I also have my web pages closed, I may be able to turn that one back on. No computer update, Smoker. What you mean? It's only $20 and you get to have the OG experience and high quality on the screen. Yeah. Not to mention, I would pay $40 just for the freaking legitimate ticket that you get at the end for beating the game. Oh, yeah, I need a computer upgrade. Definitely. Like, my router upgrade definitely helped. But if I could get a new computer, we would be golden. What's up, Moondrop? Oh, you're gonna name it William Afton? I only need about 300 super chats and I can probably afford a new computer right now. Oh, Smoker, I didn't tell you. Maybe I did. I told everybody as they popped onto the streams and whatnot. The wife and I bought some land, finally. So, my ability to have free expending cash is definitely diminished as of late. Because we're still renting our apartment and paying down some land enough that we can put a house, like roll a house loan into it and all that. Oh, I don't want that one. So, of course, it catches it because I don't want or need that. You got Chica the Farfetch, Springtrap the Larvitar, Crying Child the Ghastly, and Scraptrap the Kecleon. Wait, are you already in this, like, playthrough, or were you, like, planning this out? Bought land, building a house, making some moves? Absolutely. Slow moves, but moves all the same. We're hoping within the next 2 years we can start building, and then year 3 we'll have it built. Gotcha, Moondrop. And is this a randomizer, or like, are you just going through the game collecting these Pokemon that are themed? Random mons, abilities, and evos. And items. Wait, if items are random, does that mean you have to pick up every item available on your way so that you can get the key cards needed to unlock stuff? The shop key items and HMs aren't randomized. Okay. Honestly, not much as far as house plans. Yeah, we haven't started that part yet. We're probably going to start that a year into paying off the land. Get some stuff drawn up for what we want in it, what we like in it, and then spend the second year getting permits and stuff done so that the year 3 we can have somebody just go in and build. But so far, a lot of what it's looking like is we'll have somebody pour the foundations, do the framing, roofing, all that. And then me and my family will probably come in and do the electrical, the heating and cooling, and like the shingling and the drywall. Should be able to save a huge chunk of change doing some of that stuff ourselves. And then just having people come out and inspect it. We got a friend of the family who's an electrician that could probably help us a great deal on, you know, not doing the work by any means, but advice and initial sign-off by an electrician to have somebody from the city come out and verify that it was done correctly. Same thing with HVAC. We got a friend of the family that could assist with that as well. And then roofing, no problem there. Done several roofs myself. You got Elizabeth the Happini. That's funny. Hey, Ruben, welcome. Still hunting a shiny Charmander. That makes sense. Yes! Got it. We can move on a little bit. Not far, but we can move on. Got a plumber? We do not got a plumber, friend, but that one we're less concerned about. I mean, obviously you should be, but between my brother, my dad, and I, we've had to plumb a lot of stuff. And plumbing is one of those things that, like, seems super complicated and technical, but it really isn't. Like, it's intimidating to me, but when you actually sit down and take a look at it, it's really not that advanced. Like, it's gravity, and gravity's not that hard to understand. The main thing would be like water hookups to the well and hookups to the septic, but even the septic is something that my dad recommended we install ourselves, having, you know, just seen what goes into doing a new septic tank and drain filled. As long as you can rent the equipment, it's not hard. The equipment rental's like $500, and if you pay somebody to do it, it's going to be like 5 to 10 grand. So dig a hole, lower the cement casing in, build your drain filled. Got to have a 1/4 inch drop every few feet. Pretty straightforward. Okay, in this area, there's a Venomoth. I can also run into Chansey. But I think I actually need to focus on Area 4. We'll see if I can get a Venomoth, though. What was loud? My battle cry of yes for getting my Kangaskhan caught finally. Freddy the Munchlax. The problem is we'll only have about four weeks off to do this, and we do have to allow the building crew to still complete stuff on time. So if there's a time frame where jobs will need to be done in tandem with each other, we will have to pick one to do and then pay somebody else to do the other one, because there's no way we can do both at the same time. Your baby just woke up. She's sitting next to you and saw you on my phone, and she's like, yay! Making the children happy. This is why we do it. That's funny. My kids always get a thrill out of it when they see me pop up on TV for when their mom's watching YouTube and stuff and I'm streaming. And they're like, Dada! Dada's on TV! Ooh, if I could catch that one, that would be great. Phone dying, heading out. Shauna, have a great day. Thanks for popping in. Ed, welcome. I spent $40 on this, Ed. And I'm happy to. Because I bought one of each copy. And considering that we can shiny hunt Deoxys, I may drop another 40 on it. So that I can hunt on 4 switches at once. Well, that shut me up. Best part is, I didn't even have to. I have the OG cards. So, I was actually on a whole rant about this in a video that I plan to do in the future. I mean, I understand why somebody wouldn't want to spend 20 bucks on this. And I can respect that. I get it, you know. It's a game. It came out 20 years ago. You may have already played it. You may still have the original carts like I do. But that doesn't mean if they want to sell it for the Switch 2 that it needs to be dropped in price. It's still an experience that they have every right to charge for. It's not about the people that rant about the price. It's more of like a logical discussion centered around, while your opinion is valid that maybe the price isn't right for you, they have the right to sell it at that price, and there's no logical reason why the game being 20 years old should diminish the value of the experience. Because a lot of people are approaching it as, I played this when I was a kid, I love this game, I bought it back then for $35, I shouldn't have to pay $20 for it now, it should be $10. When Nintendo's target audience is maybe the nostalgia group, but also newer generations who didn't experience that due to price lock, because the games are like $120 a piece. So the experience to them shouldn't be any less. And when you factor in nostalgia, why should it cost less for our generation as well? So it's more of a logical discussion around the price. Not really saying you're stupid if you think it should be less. That just means it's not worth that much to you, and that's okay. Don't buy the game. But I would have gladly paid $40 a piece for these. I don't think I could justify $60 a piece for the games. But 40 is within the realm of, okay, yeah, they were 35 back then. You're still buying the game. Why shouldn't it still be 35 today? And that may be a hot take. And it's not intended to be a defense of Nintendo charging $20, but I think that's how it's probably going to end up coming across to most people. Oh, don't be doing this, computer. You think a lot of vintage resellers were scared of their inventory tanking, but prices stayed the same, maybe dropped $5? Yeah. You're glad they put them on a system you can easily connect to a big TV? Absolutely. It makes it so easy. You can make a short. Nintendo is a company. Companies are for profit. $20. Done. Exactly. Okay, this is getting annoying with this flickering going on. And it's that freaking StreamFab updater again. Every time this thing tries to come on, it like messes with my video. Ezekiel! That was for Naruto, by the way. You think Emerald will break the internet, especially for a low price of $20? Oh, absolutely. Okay, I apologize for the video twitching out like this. It will stop eventually, but it will probably persist for like the next 5 minutes after that updater popped up on my computer. Oh, did Naruto just ask me what my name is in Dip? I was torn between saying Tony or Ezekiel. How does it mostly feel to play on the original Game Boy Advance? I mean, honestly, to me, the experiences are pretty much exactly the same. There are no quality of life improvements playing on the Switch 2 as opposed to the Game Boy Advance. If I wasn't streaming it as well, there would be 0 delay, so that's awesome. Like, it plays really well on the Switch too. Any perceived issues with the way this game's running is just my computer being crazy. Don't know why they don't do a special release every 4 to 6 months with the older games. Yeah, they could stagger it out. Get their Nintendo stock up a little bit. Also, having grown up, I had the GameCube with the Game Boy Advance player on the bottom of it, so I played these games on my TV quite frequently. It is better than that. To me, the experience on the Switch 2 is better than the GameCube Game Boy Advance player option because the graphics are immeasurably better. Not running on a 480 screen is awesome. But due to the Game Boy Advance having an LCD screen that was backlit already, I wouldn't say that this is a super huge improvement to the Game Boy Advance play, but it is because it's a bigger screen. And it's, you know, if you're not streaming and you have it in your hand, it's still a handheld experience. So I would say overall superior to the Game Boy Advance. You still have yours, but the screen wasn't a nice, and the game isn't chopped by a lot. Yeah. So if I do a side-by-side here, kind of. Honestly, as far as what you guys are watching and seeing for the gameplay, the screen size that you see is exactly how it would have been on the Game Boy Advanced anyways. So that's actually really funny. That's why I feel comfortable streaming this in vertical really easily, is because for you guys on your phone, it's the same size as it would have been on the Game Boy Advance. Let's go get in a Pokemon battle real fast. Is it good that they brought Mega Greninja in Legends ZA or Battle Bond Greninja? Greninja is pretty awesome in Z8. So here's what it looks like on, you know, the original screen if I can get it to stop reflecting light. So it's kind of washed out a little bit. So the colors appear brighter on the Switch. But I think it's much better on the Switch. Colors are brighter, more vibrant. Would recommend, especially if you don't have the ability to play the original. Essentially what an emulator does? Yeah. My beef with emulators, and another talking point for the video I do want to make, is a lot of people defend emulation and say it's the same thing as this, just saving yourself 20 bucks. And that's a fine argument as long as you actually own the physical card of the game, because then you have the legal right to emulate it, at least according to US law or lack of enforcement thereof. You own the cartridge, you own the rights to play the game on any media you see fit, right? And if that's the case for you, then yeah, why spend the $20 to get the game? It makes no sense if it's the same experience. Granted, you can connect this one to home a lot easier. You don't have to worry about extracting save files to the cartridge and going back and forth, so it's a quality life improvement that way, sure. My problem with the emulation argument is I feel confident saying most people that defend emulators for that reason. Also, with the same hand, on the back side of that hand, they will also defend emulation as, well, if Nintendo's not going to release the game and I can't buy it anymore, it's not stealing. It's not pirating. If it's not for sale, it's not stealing. Or if I can't obtain it, it's not stealing. If Nintendo was selling it actively, then I would buy it. Well, now they're selling it actively. So it cuts the argument in like by 75%, give or take, for people who defend emulators. Now, that's not me judging emulation users as people. Like, I have done that too. And I own the physical cartridges of the games. I emulate sometimes. I personally don't like it because I feel like by the time I get the Pokemon to the rest of my collection, they're modded, they're hacked, or whatever, and I don't like those in my collection, so I don't see the point. I also don't like playing fan-made games either. So, emulation isn't a great argument against the $20 price point for me, because most people who are doing it don't actually own the cartridge anyways, and they are in fact pirating. If you are not one of those people, and you fall into the category of owning the cart, just preferring to play it on your PC, your argument is 100% legitimate. Save the $20. But that you shouldn't be mad at Nintendo about it, because that's dumb. Because you've made it so that the game's not worth it to you, not them price pointing it made it so that it's not worth it to you. Okay, apparently I'm trying to catch Chansey now. But basically, that concludes my rant. It might pick back up later, but for the most part, that's my rant. By Swayze has all of the copies of the original hardware and can do all the trades you want. Still, you would prefer to pay for them again on the Switch, especially the Switch 2, because it's just that much more convenient. Especially from a modding perspective, like, oh my gosh, if we got all of the Pokemon games on the Switch, modding would go crazy. Not as far as, like, making the fan-made games and stuff, but you know how, like, Blaine's does all the trade bots and whatnot? That's all done with custom firmware switches. And if you can custom firmware a Switch and you already have it done, like Brasscoin does, makes it very fun for the Pokemon games if you can get them on that. At this point, Brasscoin would just be, you know, waiting for the ability to use JKSV to extract a save file so that they can go ham on playing with the game. If I can do a next stream, would I do a Shiny Nuzlocke? I don't know about Nuzlocke. I would do a Shiny-only badge quest, though. And if I can direct your attention to the gameplay on the bottom of the stream, Naruto, the one with the Bulba encounters, that is the beginning of my Shiny-only badge quest. We're hunting a Shiny Bulbasaur for that. You wish somebody would emulate you getting a Shiny Charmander? That would be legit. I've seen your collection. Thousands of dollars and would still buy them again. By Swayze, didn't you end up selling most of your games? Or did you only sell your dupes? And by dupes, I mean legitimately obtained copies that you were buying and selling, not that you were duplicating cartridges, in case anybody was actually wondering that. Only sold your dupes. Nice. Because you made quite a bit of money doing that, didn't you? Like, you had got up to $1,000 or so last time I seem to recall. So yes, Naruto, I will be streaming a Shiny Only Badge Quest at some point in the future. I just don't know if it'll be something that is going to be the main focus of the stream, or if it's going to be an auxiliary focus. Because I did last night finish in its entirety. I have set up some 3DS hunts for 2 Poipole and 2 Savali. Or rather, a Poipole, a Nagnadel, a Savali, and a Type Null. And I got 4 Nintendo Switches set up to shiny hunt every legendary in Diamond and Pearl. So I have shiny hunting planned for days, months, and almost a year. And I'm going to be working on getting Sword and Shield set up to do the same. You hit around 10K last year in profits? Dang. Or was that just in total sales? Then again, you had other stuff that you were selling as well, if memory serves. You can explain a Nuzlocke is hard. Hardering your game. Oh yeah, I know what a Nuzlocke is, Naruto. Yeah, Nuzlocks make sense. I would never do it with a shiny only run because, 1, I haven't officially done a Nuzlocke itself. And 2, I've never done a shiny only badge quest of this magnitude because SV is not, it's like an anthill. This game, the fact that if I do a shiny only badge quest and if I made it a Nuzlocke, so if it faints, it goes to the PC permanently or gets released, I could not do that to myself. That would be torture. Getting rid of a hard-earned shiny like that on this game would be terrible. But I would do a shiny only badge quest because that's hard enough. And I could see myself doing a Nuzlocke. Just never at the same time. Yeah. You can't wait to actually play Fire Red? Oh my gosh, finally! We got the Venomoth. It probably would have been so much faster for me to just level up a Venonat, but... Okay. That means the rest of my time needs to be spent in Area 4, I think. Because while a Chansey would be nice, I do not need another Chansey. Because breeding will be a thing. I also need to go back and catch a Ditto. Max Potion! Oh hey, we're back up to 339 subscribers. That extra sub must have been Naruto. And we're 10K in profit. People love the full shiny dexes with the R4 card. Ah, yeah. You're welcome. Oh, hey, Venomoth. So if I can remake a game of Nintendo console, what would it be? If I could remake a game? Huh. Okay. If I could have a Nintendo game remade in today's graphics, There are 3 that come to mind. Maybe 4, but I would have Majora's Mask remade. From the ground up, new graphics, but exactly how it was on the 64. None of this 3DS bullcrap. Just, here's the game, make it pretty. The second game that I would have remade, in its exact state, just updated graphics, Pokemon Colosseum. And the third game that I would have remade, Pokemon Black and White. And I would dare say Black and White should include Black 2, White 2 as DLC. You know what would actually... You know what? If I could have a dream Nintendo game made, not just a remake, but like one made, it would be Ocarina of Time, but adding Majora's Mask as the DLC instead of 2 separate games, just doing it how Majora's Mask was intended to be. Would be fire. Do you wish more people knew about the R4 card's capabilities? They are super nice to have with save file backups. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm neglecting my shiny run over here. For the record, I have found exactly 1 Tauros in this entire safari run. Hey, Ronnie, welcome back. How you doing today, Ronnie? The Riddler has entered the chat. And, excuse me. Assuming we're sending mail, a stamp would be in the corner and could theoretically go around the world. Is a stamp the answer that we're looking for today? Woo! You just want to play Emerald on the Switch 2 now? I agree. Emerald on the Switch 2 would go so hard. And it would also legalize so many people's Mews, because it would get the same treatment as this game. And it would not be just a Japanese-only language for Emerald that gets the Mew event, but every copy of Emerald. So if somebody hacked in their Emerald on their cartridge, the Mew ticket, the old C map, they would also be able to port that one up and have it be considered fully legal in English. Hey, it's a Tauros! Okay, let's... Ronnie says, in a one-story house, everything is yellow. Yellow walls, yellow doors, yellow furniture. What are the color of the stairs? One-story houses do not have stairs. Unless it happens to have a staircase outside that leads up to the door. But if we're talking inside, it shouldn't have stairs inside. Naruto asks, would I rather have an NES or a 64? Here's my NES. My 64 is in a box up in my shelf up there, so I can't get it down, but I also have one of those. A woman has 5 daughters, and each daughter has a brother. How many children does the woman have? 6. Hypothetically. This one's actually not a super great one, because that doesn't necessarily answer, but the eluded answer is 6. You want to pet the Nidoran? Be my guest. Careful though. The males have poison point. Okay, let's save this time. And go get the Tauros. What's up, Moondrop? Bugsy had Paris, Parasect, and Doduo. Well, that's funny that she still had 2 bug types. Just hit 490. Good luck, by Swayze. You're gonna need it. With odds that good, you're gonna need it. Would I add DLC to Pokemon Fire Red? There is DLC, kind of. It was the Deoxys event. Okay, I'm gonna go rescue my toddler. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, Tauros. Naruto, I like the Gen 10 Pokemon so far. I like Gekwa. I think Ruben also likes Gekwa. Well, Ruben and I, the night before the Pokemon Presents, were joking about there needing to be a Gecko Pokemon for the insurance jokes, and it was great. Is the answer to your riddle a hole, Ronnie? Put a hole in it. It now has less mass. Please be a fat gecko. Like, that's my only request for this gecko. But if Nintendo keeps its history, we know full well that Fire Start is going to end up on 2 feet, and then the Grass Start is going to end up on 4. So, for final Evos, keep that in your thoughts. Cashier, we're looking for a Tauros. Welcome back. And is the... Let's see. If you have me, you want to share me. If you share me, you haven't got me. Well, as a 20-year-old, I would probably say time. But as a 30-year-old, even if I got time, I don't want to share it a lot of times. So, it's not that. But if you have a secret and you share it, you don't have a secret anymore. You have gossip. So, I'm going to go with secret. Actually, chocolate bar isn't a bad idea, but usually I don't want to share chocolate. It is a secret. So what's the answer? Okay, Tauros is watching carefully. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Oh, you're asking the hard questions now. See ya, Ronnie. Thanks for popping in. Who's my favorite YouTuber? I don't know if I have an all-time favorite YouTuber. Because I like the ones I like, each for a different reason. And there's my Tauros. We are done in the Safari Zone at last. So, right now, my favorite YouTube Pokemon streamer is Sauce McGavin. Been pretty helpful as far as I've watched and learned some things that I like, that I want to do. As far as like YouTube content creators that actually like make videos and stuff, one of my all-time favorites was Masked Nintendo Bandit. Just going by Bandit these days. Back in the hype of 2020, 2019, Bandit was one of my favorite YouTubers for Zelda content. Does an amazing job. Editing, stories, explanation, voice. He had everything. Still does. Just maybe less time to do it because he had to return to working full-time. And it only does it on side now. But we ran out of Zelda stuff to make videos on, so it makes sense. It's just in a dry. As far as presenting information, Austin John Plays is my favorite. He has a great way of presenting information, very detailed. Comes across as, you know, just one of your buddies you've had for 4+ years, or your whole life. And then, as far as stuff that actually piques my interest and I would love to be able to do if it wasn't already done, Loxton and Noggin is like one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. I love all of the Pokemon facts videos and the research into the lore and things like that. I just think it's awesome. Would Nintendo Switch release a new Zelda game? Switch, no. Switch 2, yes. Like Gold 20, that was Tack. Honestly, Tack, I think you're onto something there. I think I have not done a light goal for a minute. Pardon me while I lag the stream out to do this. Why would Koga put up a barrier? Because he's a ninja. So hopefully that answered your question. Do I like ROM hacks or fan-made games? Honestly, they don't really pique my interest very much. Oh. Okay, come on, computer. Catch up with the stream. We can do this. Happy birthday today, Tack. What do you mean was? It still is today. Unless you got a time machine for your birthday. Urge. We do a little bit of trolling here. But yeah, I haven't really played too many fan games. I don't like games that really mess with the coding of the Pokemon game because I like keeping the creatures I catch. I like shiny hunting more than I like battling. So if they're not worth keeping, they're not worth having to me. Or playing. Okay, I still got some Pokemon to level up. I think I am officially done with Raichu. So I'm going to go get my Dratini out, because that's going to be an ordeal. I also will need a Pokemon that can surf. So I think I'm going to have to choose some Goldeen here. And that one can learn Flash and Cut. But I'll need a Strength Pokemon. So let's see. Oh, I don't need Surf because I already taught that Pokemon Surf. And there shouldn't be Waterfall in Kanto. So I really just need Strength. And I don't want to sacrifice one of Blastoise's moves for that. So let's see. Okay, Nidorino can learn Strength. Tack is the only one in the stream. Your mom is trying to fix her bike. Does Shauna have a motorbike, or is this like a pedal bike? I could see Shauna rocking a Harley. Okay, Nidorino, able to use Cut. You know what? My Pokemon never learned Horn Attack. Okay. So none of my Pokemon can know Flash. And I'm pretty sure Seafoam Islands is a Flash area. And I really need this Pokemon to level up. I don't want to sacrifice those two. So, what to do? Can Vileplume learn Strength? That's a question. No, it cannot. A pedal bike, and you have a working bike? Nice, nice. The thing which hit you was that you checked your video got 500 views but 12 likes? Oh? That's pretty good. 500 views. Not bad. Oh. Okay, let's check this thing. Bulbasaur. Not shiny. Which I'm glad for that one, because I've kind of neglected this for a minute. Naruto, we'll see you when you get back. We'll go ahead and pin this message here. Boom. Done. Okay. Oh, my sound's off. That's not good. Oh, not too bad. Oop, I wanted to swap train there. Oh, where's Cycling Road? I'm not quite ready to go to Seafoam Islands. I still for sure need a Ditto. Allegedly, I can catch a Gloom. You got to play guitar? How long have you been playing guitar? Just realized today is the 1st of March. This year is going by fast already. Yes. It's not even busy season at work yet. Yeah, this year's kind of flying by. Ever since you were 5. Nice. What songs can you play? Wait, how did Zubat faint? Apparently my Switch train couldn't swap out. Whoop, we're not going to the beach yet. A lot of song and the church music and the music at church. There you go. Ooh, there's my Eradicate. Eradicate. You might be a Gen 1 Pokemon fan if you can't see these Pokemon without saying their name in their voice. What's the count for at the bottom of the screen? Nexus, that is for a shiny Bulbasaur hunt I'm doing. It's like, I believe if you hide the chat, which I'm not currently sure how to do, you can better see what's going on down there. Hey, thanks so much for the luck. Welcome back, Naruto. Like, I'm kind of hoping I don't find it until I can devote all of my time and attention to the shiny hunt there. Just because I feel like it would be better to have a stream specifically for it. But I do know that this is going to take some absurd amount of encounters, so I might as well start now. Okay, as far as the grass goes, I'm looking for a Fearow. Because you should be able to find one. Really? Oh, shoot. That's what happened. I tried running. That's how I got. If I'm not playing Pokemon, the game I'm playing is probably Zelda, Assassin's Creed, Halo. That's pretty much it. Occasionally some Minecraft. Not to say that I don't like other games. It's just I'm usually playing a game so that I can stream it or something. I also like playing Fallout. I have not seen Pokemon Horizons. I haven't followed anything in the anime past Johto journeys. Gotta be close to 3,000 now. Well, you're a third of the way there, I think. If you're lucky. I feel like Gen 3 is more about you're lucky if you get it in your first round of full odds. I swear you can get a Fearow here. Like, I'm not crazy, right? All right, Naruto. I'll do you a question. Where did the assumption that I watch Yu-Gi-Oh come through? Or where did it come from? Okay, this is Route 18. Is Cycling Road still Route 18? Yes, it is. Yeah, Firo can populate here. Just making sure. Hey! And there it is. I just had to question it a little bit first. Oh good, my attack fell. That's actually ideal for this. I'm just gonna go out and guess I'll be better off with a Great Ball for this one. Yeah, Naruto, you asked me a question about Yu-Gi-Oh! More of an in-depth question about it. What makes you think I have watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Since that was completely out of left field? Not saying it's a bad question. It's actually a good question. Just kind of wondering where the idea came from. Just because we were talking about how I never really watched the anime, watched Pokemon anime past Johto Journeys, then you were asking, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Your favorite anime? And so now I'm wondering, like, what did I do to give off the impression that I watched Yu-Gi-Oh? What, I can't fish here? People are trying to beat me. Not 114 and 110. I look like a Yu-Gi-Oh fan in a good way. Yu-Gi-Oh is not my favorite anime, but I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh. Only the original stuff up until the end of the Oricoli calculus. That was a terrible way to pronounce that. But I haven't seen the word in so long. Basically, up until the Yu-Gi-Oh movie and defeating Merrick and Bakura, I haven't seen anything to do with the 5 dragons or anything of that nature. Just anything that had Yu-Gi in it. I watched the original stuff. Ruben, have a great rest of your Sunday. I haven't played Cobblemon, but I did play Pixelmon there for a while. Now 11 and 14. And what are you trying to beat me in? Oop, I did want to change out Pokemon, Mr. Biker Dude. Way more, oh, for subscribers? Wait, you guys have a YouTube channel you're getting subscribers on? Is that what you're trying to beat me in? No. Naruto's got like 25 subs. Gotta start somewhere. I remember a time when I only had 11 subscribers and all of them were friends and family. Took me forever to break 50 on my original channel. On this one, I broke 50 in like an hour, but original channel took me months. Took me 6 months to get 100. And then it took me another 9 months after that, I want to say 8 months after that, to hit 600. And then my channel almost died because I started doing a how-to video for every Pokemon in Pokemon Snap 2. And all of my Zelda fans were like leaving in droves over that. So, lessons learned. If you have a niche audience, don't post out of the niche. It almost killed the Brass Coin channel. You don't have a YouTube channel? Makes sense. There, this way I won't fall. I'm actually kind of surprised that Wheezing didn't use like Explosion or something. You have 3 accounts on 3 phones. On this one, you make edits. On the other, when you make playthroughs. On the third, you make like Resident Evil 4, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh. I gotcha. And do you have 25 across the 3 of them, or just 25 on one, or... The YouTubers are sin. Not the double N sin. Oh, yeah, we were talking about like my favorite YouTubers earlier on in the stream. I tend to prefer Zelda YouTube content creators because the group is amazing. So, I am a part of a Zelda tuber Discord server where a bunch of Zelda content creators hang out. Fantastic group of people. And we occasionally get to collab and do fun stuff like that. I haven't for a long time just because I've been so Pokemon heavy. But I do have a Zelda specific channel that I occasionally do stuff on, so it's good to keep around. I haven't seen anything like that with Pokemon content creation, where there's just a huge amount of support for other content creators. Pokemon seems to be one where it's succeed or fail on your own type of a thing. Where do you get a Moonstone at? You can get 2 Moonstones inside Mount Moon, one inside the Team Rocket base in the game corner. And there is another one hanging out somewhere that I haven't found yet. Like, I would love to get invited to the Pokemon 7's Guinness Book of World Record challenges that he frequently does. That would be awesome. Wait. On this account, you have 25. On the other one, you have 100,000. And on the last one, you have 370,000. Nice! Got some YouTube plaques up in there. Ah, the YouTubers are Shiny Archie. Ah, Shiny Archie's almost monetized. And it looks like Shiny Archie's live right now. Gotta go to PFP. I do not know Hero Voltzy. I think the most famous YouTuber I've directly chatted with is Dr. Wily, Hyrule Gamer, I think I was in a chat / video with Masked Nintendo Bandit at one time. Not on his channel, mind you, just in a collab stream stuff. But I think those are the most famous YouTubers I've actually chit-chatted with on a semi-level basis. And here on EX. What do we got? Oh, 3,000? Yeah, they're definitely beating me out. At least on my Sludge Bomb channel on Brascoin. Stomping them. But Brascoin cheated, so... Ooh, we're almost to that 25 like mark. So, Naruto, with you having 2 channels with that many subscribers, you making much cash on that? Or is it not that well since you're doing edits of videos and whatnot and they probably take the monetization for it? I am the best you've ever seen. That's something. I'll take it. That's worth more than the subscriber war. You're the best around. That was off key. I apologize. It's been a long time since I've heard that song. I haven't watched The Karate Kid in like almost 1.5 years, I think, so a little rusty. You're the best around. I'm gonna try and bring you down. You're the best around. One day, this channel will get to 1,000 subscribers. I feel like once we get to 500, it'll start popping off a little bit. Also, with everything I have planned to do, my streams should get a little bit more consistent, as well as just higher quality. I've done a lot of playthroughs recently, and shiny hunting's where it's at. Just straight shiny hunting. Oh, did we actually hit 25 finally? Oops. Oh, crap. Hey, what's happening, Shauna? Big Shay 06? Wait. I think I've heard of Big Shay. You got a shiny Froakie from soft resetting yesterday? That's what's up. It was Tack. That makes sense. Oh. Wow. All these guys you've mentioned are live. Yeah, I should have done some other stuff here. I should have just went down without battling so that I could actually get back to the Pokemon Center and heal my poor Zubat that fainted forever ago. But we'll preemptively replace this pinned message because I think we can hit 25. Okay, there's a trainer I'll need to go and defeat. And that might be one more. We'll see. We'll see you later, Tack. We got about another hour worth of stream time left. Definitely haven't gotten very many encounters done today, have I? It'll be fun when I'm able to focus solely on the encounter grind. There we go. That was way harder than it should have been. Oh yeah, and I still have some trainers to the right of Fuchsia to go in battle. Definitely haven't gotten anywhere near as far as I would have liked to. But I already battled him? Already battled him? Shoot. Rip Zubat. just bumped me. Yes, I did. Bummer, dude. We lost a like. I think Zubat evolves at level 22, right? Oops. Crap. I love that all these guys like seem to have fighting Pokemon for some reason. What do you want? Your money and your experience points, and oh my gosh, I just wasted so many battles that I could have used the amulet coin on, because we do be needing some serious cash fundage here pretty quick. Rookie mistake. Oh well. At this point, I'm just coming up here for Fly, which is another move I don't want to teach my Charizard. And I don't know if I have somebody that I want to teach Fly to necessarily. pretty sure I can combine fly and cut, but I don't think there's any way that I could combine fly, cut, and flash. Unless bee drill could work. Beedrill can learn cut and rock smash? Butterfree can learn flash. Cut, strength, rock smash. Venusaur, cut, strength, flash. That's it. The answer is I need a Venusaur. Heck yeah, I want to learn wing attack. Be great. None of this supersonic nonsense. Nidoqueen can learn cut, surf, strength, rock smash. Oh, that's weird. The webpage just freeze on me. Ooh, Psyduck can learn all of those. And I have an extra Psyduck. Surf, strength, flash. Okay. It can't learn cut. But it can learn most of what I need. Doesn't solve my problem, though. I mean, I guess I just breed another Charizard or something. I don't like having HMs because HMs are a pain. My internet today. What the heck? Okay, there is a move deleter. I think we will teach Charizard Fly in place of Wing Attack. Okay, I don't have... Rest in peace, Charizard. Realistically, though, I don't think I need to use Cut again. So if I take... We got Cut and Flash. Strength. This goes over here. You know what? I do need him. Because I know for sure I'll need strength. It's been a long time since I've had to deal with that particular issue. Now let's get our amulet coin. Oh, that's not the right place. And I think I'm done with fishing. For now. I know I need to catch a Poliwag or 4. And I need to try to catch a Ditto. And I got all these Pokemon trainers to beat. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to Celadon. We're going to see if we can catch some Poliwag. We're going to get rid of that Snorlax. And get the HM Fly. Yeah, I'm glad I gave myself Cut back because I need Cut to get Fly. Takes so long to get up this. Also, I'm pretty sure my amulet coin might actually be up here in this one. now that I don't need to worry about switch training, that'll expedite things a little bit. What's this girl want? Ambipez, welcome. I've used Razer headsets for a while, and I like them. I haven't had any real problems with them. Alright, looks like Blastoise is going to have to carry for us, because my team's just about dead. And I do not have any revives. I have one, but oh, I do have a revive. Sweet. We got this in the bag. We'll live. Yeah, I've used this one. It's pretty great. I tend to use this Razer headset, the Kraken 3. But Pokemon Day, it's Gengar. I decided to get these ones as well. But yeah, I've enjoyed them pretty great. The mic is actually doing really well because that's what I'm using for today's mic instead of my fancy blue mic. Not that I think I'm actually going to stand a chance at catching this at all, because I think I have like 1 Great Ball and 7 Pokeballs. But it is a female Snorlax, and I do be kind of wanting one. Okay, Snorlax using Yawn. I have caught it before, so for some mathematical reason, catching Pokemon you've caught before is a little easier. Evidently not that much easier. Okay, I'll take it. Now to get some other Pokeballs. actually don't know if I can even find Pokeballs in this place. I don't think I've ever tried. Oh, sweet, I'm gonna get Great Balls. That's it. Okay, now to actually do what I was going to do, get Fly. I'll just have them leave me alone for a second. Power 70, accuracy 95. Is that better than wing attack? Yeah, it's better than wing attack. We'll take it. Okay, I got 30 minutes left on the stream here. I wanted to be through the Seafoam Islands, but that is not going to happen. I think in this game, Surf only hits the Pokemon in front of you. Okay, and with that, Zubat should evolve. And we're back. Kiddo needed a potty treat. Have the nephew watching him a little bit today as well. Really should have saw the sleep powder coming. It's a long sleep. I think my Golbat didn't take a nap. It went to bed for the night. Okay, decent damage. Yeah, Tangela's catch rate's kind of atrocious, if I'm now remembering correctly. Gosh dang it. That's bug, but it doesn't got stab, but it does got super effective. Okay. Tangela captured. Oh, can I not battle these fools? Wasn't planning on using a fire move, but alright. Ooh, that amulet coin coming in clutch. What's also coming in clutch is not having to swap out. Yet I'm still trying to every freaking time. One of these times I'll get the hang of it that I don't need to press A on that one. There we go. My sis doesn't get enough exercise, so I made her come. Tack back? Welcome back, Tack. Ooh, gross, recover. It's mildly annoying as a strategy. My tentacool. It is my tentacool. Ew, a level 6? That's crazy. you, Tentacruel. Happy March. Putting in some nice work. You see those views and subs keep going up. They're going up little by little. We had a heck of a time in the 330s, but I think after we get out of the 330s, we'll be in a good place. Also got set up to do way more shiny hunts than playthroughs now, so I'm excited about that. All of BDSP, 4 switches, ready to hunt as soon as this is over. .3DS shiny hunts, ready to go. I should probably go heal. How you been, Hayden? Ooh, Charizard, you fainted at a great time. You were stuck at 2420 for the longest time. Certain viewers thought it was funny. Yeah, it'll be good to get out of the 300s. Been here for a long time. You're in a good mood. Eating pizza and McDonald's. Oh, and McDonald's Sprite. Okay. At first I was like, you went to McDonald's and like a pizza joint? Interesting. I am an important doctor. Back in your younger days, you might have don't have the metabolism for that anymore. Oh, you can't be any older than like 22 or so. Maybe you are. I don't know. I've never seen you, so. I know I'm hitting 32 and my metabolism sure is shot. Welcome back by Swayze. I did get to the Pokemon Center, right? I did. Just hit 600 encounters. We're basically going until I hit 450 for today. I got roughly 6 minutes left on stream. You woke up one day and your back hurt, and every day after that, you've woken up and your back hurts. So at least 23, because that's the age that happens at. "23 happens, everything breaks. Feel the sun and the wind. Water moves are now more powerful. I like Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl's pretty great. Oh crap. I did not mean to use Metal Claw. Decent damage though. Alright, one last encounter here. Oh, Twister still hurt. Was not expecting that. Alright, that is 450. That is 100 encounters. And we'll finish out this battle and end the stream. And this might actually be a good place. I should be able to stream tonight if the wife is raiding again. We'll see. But for sure tomorrow night will be a stream to finish this. And we will catch you all in the next time we stream. Maybe if we're saving. There we go. Game saved. We'll see you guys later.